2023. Indigbo and Politics of 4 Eggs and 1 Basket by Law Mefor. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channels. The approaching 2023 presidential election promises to be like none other in the nation's in-house. And the die is already cast as the pretenders and contenders have already been separated. It is a three-horse race with Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso of the New Nigerian People's Party already discounting himself as a possible winner if he does not pair up with Peter Obi as his running mate. It is therefore a three-horse race. The remaining 15 political parties are just vying for honors and personal records. Barring any strange odds, the race is between the People Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, and his running mate Ifeanyi Ogawa, the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC Ahmed Bola Tinubu and his yet to be determined running mate, and the candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and his yet to be determined running mate. The three are all truly worthy opponents, and bearing all odds, one of them will become President Muhammadu Buhari's successor. One thing the three frontline runners will have in common is their cosmopolitan worldview and dispositions. No one can say to be an ethnic champion, bigoted, or an irredentist. Each has also come with a strong appeal that cuts across regions and primordial cleavages. They are all pan-Nigerian. Each of the three stands a good chance of winning. To carry the day, what each does in the next 6 months will make or unmake. Given this scenario, one is persuaded to take a critical look at their political behavior of Indigbo vis-a-vis their counterparts in the other regions of the country. This has become necessary given what the Igbo ethnic group has gone through in the last 7 years since being shut out by the All Progressive Congress-led government. Many see it as a direct consequence of having all their eggs in one basket, for which they were labeled 5% voters, who will not be treated equally with the 97% voters. It is also true that what happened in the reference instance has to do with the Buhari himself, who the Igbo perceive as unsafe to entrust the future and survival into his hands. Regrettable, the president made no effort to prove them wrong. Instead, he has gone further in confirming the fears by shutting them out of the nation's security architecture and critical appointment. Yes, the Southeast voted against Buhari in 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, and 2019 in mutual distrust. The evidence showing that the decision not to vote for Buhari is neither ethnic nor religious is seen in the fact that the same Indigbo voted for an MKO Abiola in 1993, for Olusegun Obasanjo in 1999, and in 2003 for Alhaji Musa Yar'Adua in 2007, even when Emeka Ojukwu was in the race the same year and the previous presidential election. They also voted for Goodluck Jonathan in 2011 and supported him till the end of his presidency. The voting pattern of Indigbo is not driven by ethnicity and religion, but they tend to deliver their vote en masse to a single party based on the candidate fielded. This trend has been regarded as Indigbo carrying all their eggs into one basket. Their principal stand on political issues is unassailable and most times unyielding and inflexible. However, in politics, flexibility without compromising integrity is a virtue. The ethnic group, perhaps the largest in Nigeria, when the populations in other regions are added, Indigbo should not be herded in one direction on election day. They should find out the major political parties that have strong chances of winning the presidential election to be countered by the winning party when the booties will be shared. Single-mindedness boomerangs in politics, as presently seen in the fate of Indigbo for their wholesome support for Dr. Goodluck Jonathan and the People Democratic Party in 2011 and 2015. This undivided loyalty and support have been without reciprocation. Even Jonathan could not as much lend a voice to the aspiration of the Southeast for a Nigerian president of the extraction. Instead, the former president angled to return to power at the expense of Indigbo. More instructively, the People's Democratic Party, the PDP that has always relied on the Southeast for victory, for there is no single presidential election the People's Democratic Party would have won if the party's votes from the Southeast were discounted, turned around to say that the party wasn't likely to win with a flag bearer from the Southeast zone and consequently threw open its presidential ticket. Predictably, they not clinched the People's Democratic Party ticket, using their numerical advantage and by queuing behind Atiku Abubakar. What prompted this intervention is the badgering of some Igbos who dare express their preferences for other political parties and aspirants other than the Labour Party and P2B, who is flying its flag. They are called unprintable names in an attempt to whip them into line. These attacks are wrong, since Indigbo have not, and in their enlightened self-interest, should not adopt any political party or candidate for that matter. It will be injurious for the Igbo ethnic to adopt a sole political party or candidate. It will be yet another strategic blunder if they do. The choice of support must be left to individuals, while the Igbo collective strategic interest is also articulated and canvassed in a civilized manner. Recall that in 2019 presidential election, Ohanaeze Indigbo unwittingly adopted Atiku Abubakar, P2B, and their party, and the People's Democratic Party. That historical abduction by the apex umbrella body of the Igbo race was a blunder, as it led to the fractionalization of the august body, which has persisted till today. Indigbo should be left free to articulate if they want, be obedient if they want, or tribalized if they wish to. Insulting some Igbos for their choices and subjecting them to cyberbullying is wrong-headed. Those doing this, particularly for P2B, should know that it is not an ethnic project, and anybody making him into one is doing him a disservice even. The younger ones who constitute the majority of these internet warriors should be taught the beauty of Nigerian politics in years gone by. One case is in the First Republic, Grace Ikoku of Action Group, a political party led by Chief Obafemi Awolowo, stood election against his father, Alvan Ikoku of NTNC. Another party led by Nnamdi Azikiwe. The son defeated the father. That is democracy at its best. In the Southwest, policy without bitterness is easily seen in husband and wife belonging to different political parties with their marriages intact. Policies of accommodation was fully in full display in the First Republic, when Indigbo twice elected Umaru Autain, a Fulani man from Kano, as the mayor of Enugu. Well, the long and short is, if somebody is saying they vote Atiku, whether you're an Obi supporter or you're an Atiku supporter or you're a tribalized, as he calls it here, or calls it here, just allow them be. They have their freedom of choice. Allow people to make their choice. And I said it, do not use this election period to create enemies for yourself, because it will stick for life. Do not lose your business partners or associates. Do not lose your relationship, your friendship over this election period. The election period will come and gone, but those things you've done cannot be undone. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen.